There are plenty of reasons to clear the browsing history and data for Safari on your iPhone or iPad. But lots of people have had trouble recently. Either the button is grayed out or it doesn't get rid of every website. Now, how do I clear Safari history and website data on my iPhone and iPad? Let's quickly explain how to clear Safari history and website data from your device. These instructions work for any iOS or iPadOS device. It can be iPhone, iPad, or even iPod Touch. So go to Settings, Safari, Clear History and Website Data. Confirm you want to clear history and data. The button turns gray after you clear the data. If you want, you can go to Advanced Website Data from the bottom of the Safari settings. This screen allows you to view or remove the website data for individual websites. But it isn't necessary if the steps I already mentioned worked. Also take note that clearing the history and website data from Safari doesn't affect autofill information. So even if the steps mentioned worked, your login name and password still fill in automatically for saved websites. To remove autofill data, visit Settings, Password and Accounts, and tap Website and App Passwords. Then delete that information from there. Once you remove all the autofill data, go to Settings, Safari, toggle off autofill if you no longer want iOS or iPadOS to automatically save your usernames and passwords for websites in Safari. Another thing is, why can't I clear Safari history and website data on my iPhone or iPad? If the steps you just didn't work, you are in the right place. There are lots of reasons you could be unable to clear data from Safari. It's possible content and privacy restrictions on your device are keeping you from clearing Safari browsing data. These restrictions are typically used to enforce age limits and protect children from harmful content. You can edit the content and privacy restrictions from your screen time settings. You may need to use a screen time passcode to do this if you have one. Here is how to turn off Safari restrictions in iOS 12 or later, or iPadOS. So go to Settings, Screen Time, Content and Privacy Restrictions. If prompted, enter your screen time passcode. Turn off content and privacy restrictions entirely or change the following setting: Content restrictions, web content, and unrestricted access. If that didn't do the trick, consider turning off screen time temporarily when screen time is enabled. It sometimes disrupts our ability to change some features and settings. In particular, it often grays out the option to clear history and website data in Safari. So go to Settings, Screen Time, scroll down to turn off screen time. Enter your screen time passcode if asked. One more thing is how to turn off Safari restrictions in iOS 11 or earlier. Go to Settings, General Restrictions. If prompted, enter your restrictions passcode. Disable restrictions or change the following setting: Allowed content, websites, all websites. You should now be able to clear history and website data from Safari using the steps outlined earlier. I hope it works and let me know if it did.